So sleep paralysis is like where you wake up, or some cases you when you're falling asleep, your body falls asleep before your mind does, or you wake up and your mind wakes up, but your body's asleep. So your body's like paralyzed basically from like the neck down, and the only thing you can really move is your eyes. Actually, my first experience with sleep paralysis, it was really comforting because you feel like, I don't know if you've ever had like surgery or been under anesthesia, but it kind of feels like you woke up from that and you feel like the deepest tiredness you've ever felt, and imagine all of that tired weight is on your head. And it's just like you're so tired that your head feels heavy, and you feel like you can't, but it's comfortable, right? Because when you wake up in the morning, you want to be able to fall back asleep. So I'm like, okay, this will be easy. This is kind of a nice, relaxing ride. But then my eyes weren't open, but I could feel in the hotel, right? I could feel a cat jump up on the bed and walk across my legs. Like, you feel the pressure of a bed when something, walks on it. Or so I felt that, and at first I was like, okay, yeah, that's normal. But then I realized, wait, I'm in a hotel in San Antonio. Like, there's no cats or dogs in this.
Yeah.
What was that? That wasn't real, because I thought I was awake. And it turns out it wasn't real. It was all just my mind. And then when I realized after that, I tried to wake up. I tried to move because I realized I was actually not fully awake, I guess. I guess I thought I was dreaming. So I was trying to escape the dream, but I couldn't move. I couldn't move my body, and it freaked me out. So I started yelling from because my mom's like literally in the next bed over. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm like, maybe she can wake me up if I can just get her attention. The bathroom light was like on in the hotel, and then my mom walked from the bathroom over here and then laid like across me, and it's like with this pressure, where I could hardly breathe. And that's when I really started trying to scream and like yell and like say, "Wake me up, mom, wake me up!" Because that was also part of the dream as well, or sleep paralysis part.
Yeah.
It,
But
it,
that did that actually happen? Like
uh,
did your mom actually like
yeah, it seemed
do
like it,
that?
but no, it didn't happen because when I woke up, right, she was just sleeping. She couldn't hear me yelling or anything, even though I was like in the dream or the sleep paralysis. I was trying to yell at the top of my lungs, but I couldn't.
Like everything that you thought was happening for you, it seemed real, but in reality, it was just you dreaming.
Yeah, that's what's so scary about it, because of how real it feels. Like to feel the pressure of the bed.
It's almost like lucid dreaming.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because
Or how would you relate that to it?
yeah, no, it's actually very related. So the funny thing about that is people usually use sleep paralysis. It's a technique to induce lucid dreaming. And I've done it actually, well, I do it all the time. That's actually how most of my lucid dreams start. So I just lay on my back until my body falls, it becomes paralyzed into sleep paralysis. And then when I kind of sense it or feel it, I move my dream hand out of my real hand and enter the dream kind of thing. Now that hasn't happened as much when I'm trying to fall asleep, but every other time in the past few years, and this has happened recently, just like last month it happened, in the early morning when I wake up and go back to sleep, I just kind of fall into this sleep paralysis state. You can kind of feel it when your mind starts going in and out, like, and the sounds start like flittering away. And then you can feel the heaviness on your body. And then once you kind of feel your physical body disconnect kind of from reality, it's, I guess you could say, then I move my dream hand like out of my physical hand, and leave my bed and I'm in the dream. And it's just a different feeling than real life. Doesn't it sound like outer body experience stuff?
Yeah, it makes me think of that. Like it makes me because one of my friends told me that at night his body will lift from his actual it was like almost like astral projection. He had a crush on her
Mm.
and he told her like, "Hey, I saw you last night." She's like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "Yeah, you were wearing like a yellow shirt and you were tucked in bed." And she was like, "How did you know I was wearing a yellow shirt?" And he started telling her that his soul went to her.
Well, you're talking about astral projection. I think that's just, I think, or maybe, what if we're all talking about the same thing? I say I can enter sleep paralysis and leave my physical body in my dream body and I'm in a lucid dream. But then other people say, no, that's astral projection. My spirit is leaving my physical body when I'm sleeping. But then other people say, no, that's an outer body experience, like a near death experience kind of. So it's
Mhm.
like, well, they all sound very similar. That I think we're just using different words maybe for the same experience. But one vivid experience I had one morning was it was where I was kind of felt like I was lifting out of my, instead of like just moving my hand, I felt like I was actually floating above my physical body and my dream body, just as per usual, like I usually do in the morning to lucid dream. But at that moment, it felt so like everything felt so much stronger in terms of texture, detail, sensation. Like I could feel vibrations throughout my dream body that I couldn't feel before, and I could see the glowing kind of parts of my hands. You know, when I was out, it just feels like energy vibrations, like, and then the physical sensations are so powerfully strong. You know, right before it happened, the voice was talking to me when I was laying on my back, and I thought I was going crazy. I was like, "Oh, great! I inherited my dad's schizophrenia, and now I'm actually starting to go crazy." But then I realized, oh wait, no, this is a dream. It's sleep paralysis, and so I started lifting up, and that's when I felt the, you know,
When people have astral projection, their soul is almost lifted out of their body, but a small string still attaches
yeah,
to the actual
like
body.